They complete it to Hill. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line. Let's get it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I don't need to.
Mahomes now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. Easy.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 57.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action on or stick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check nickel.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Yellow.
Check back.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First and goal at the 4-yard line. Here we go, T. Get up.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, 59, 59. Cut.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Of 16 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-man. Check.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell.
Here we go.
Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to improvise. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And 9 at the
On second down now, it's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 36, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the...
Guilt trip is here, baby. Guilt trip is here. Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Just like that. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now left side on the swing pass, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gun, gun. 8, 8.
Throwing again. Newton looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. 27 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Through an opening, and there he goes. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing is Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And it coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time defensively, Knight. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here?
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Watch out for him on the return. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 24 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Mahomes firing complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
11 more yards.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Newton now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing again is Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 19 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
this is caught inside the 15, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, 58 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terry Poe marches in for the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Mahomes going to throw it here. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Now Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check. I don't miss you. Come. Yellow. Wide. Get wide.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready? Let's get it. 53 at the mark. I smell fear in it, offense. I smell fear.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Glendale. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
What's that? 7-8. 56. Get him.
first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. Finds through and now a crease. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On first down, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Yellow. Shit. 15. Watch the shit. Angle.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He saw the middle was closed, tried to bounce it outside. That didn't work either.
Very rarely can you bounce something that's designed to go into the middle all the way to the outside and expect to get help and get there. Usually all the blocking is there. In this case, blocking was in the middle, bounced up, stacked up. Now he was outflanked when he tried to get outside.
A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ready.
7-7, our score after 1. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Switch it. Yellow.
Williams. And an alley to run. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Take motion. Check 50.
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's it. Look at him. Check Mike 54. Mike. Great. It's our time. It's our time. What is it?
Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
Here's Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there.
The Chiefs take over first down team at their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
43, 15.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with McCaffrey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a third down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
50%. 180.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him to go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Come get some. 57,
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 59, Mike is 50 off there. 59.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Watch the safety creep. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Hey, Ripley.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, hello. Let's go, Rule 80. 54. It's going to be a long.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, Williams. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was looking for Watkins that time. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
50%. 20.
Here's McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Newton on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50%, like 80, shot 56. Hey, pick it up. Gun. Mike 56, Mike 8.
Now it's Newton. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And now it's 2nd down.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Throwing here, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff that acts like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. How about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro. For your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets. You can do it. Ain't real for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff that acts like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't. I can't lose. Ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do. Make it next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff that acts like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving it soldier skills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yellow on the wide right.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Mike spot 9. Ready? Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, team. 43.
Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's brought down by Shaq.
Yo, Trip is here, baby.
It's a
Yo,
gain of
Trip
2.
is here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Williams will try again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
50, 20. By 56, by 56. Great.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The tackle made by Ricky Ragland. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Look at it. Mike 54. Get on the 8. Check nickel. Great.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Check three.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. Mahomes firing complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And 7 at the 26-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. He's going to look. And got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the red zone now, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm going to come back to you. 20. Back to you. Right there.
To throw again, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Newton throwing again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
20. They're great.
Throwing again. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Again, it's Williams. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's good.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
On first down, Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. His throw incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw, and that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Newton to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Newton on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Back to throw, Newton. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Completes it to Hardman. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Newton. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.